Hey, today I wanted to talk about or share my experience of what it's like to be a background actor on a TV or film set, and what does that look like? Um, and I'll share a little bit of my experience with you. So, after you get signed up with an agent and sign your contracts and everything, um, after you do that, what will typically happen is they'll send you a link to a website where you'll have a calendar and an account. Um, Typically, you get the calendar and you can decide which days you're available, which days you're not, and you need to be consistently, updating that over time. But and eventually you'll get a call from your agent or a text about a job or a gig if you can make it. And then, once you accepted your job, and you'll get an email that will typically notify you all of the details of what you need to know about the set and the place and the job you're going to. Typically, the day before. Um, and they usually send it late, like probably the night before your job. So essentially, you'll be just looking through your email and finding a map, an address, and a location, and essentially what would be your time to get there. Those are typically everything you would. Well, there's more. You would also get things like wardrobe, um, and yeah, you would details about wardrobe, and I'm trying to think of it. Is there anything else I'm thinking of? They'll also send you like guidelines of what to do at the set and what not to do, and like sometimes like safety information as well about if they're using firearms at the set or if they're using smoke or something along those lines. You'll get a bunch of different information usually about that, depending on where your set is and what they're doing. Um, but after you get all your information and you prepare the night before your clothes, whatever you need, if they need you to take sometimes they'll ask you for props to bring, and yeah. Anyways, after you prepare for everything, you go to sleep, you wake up, and then you go to your job. So it really depends on where you're going because you could be either going to a studio or somewhere else. I've personally only been to studios, so I can't speak on much on locations outside of that and what the setting is like there, but typically you just go to set, try to figure out where you need to go, and find out where your base camp is essentially. So basically, what that means is there'll be a designated area for like a place with trailers and tents, and like food trucks or places where you can eat. And among those places is there will be a tent usually where there'll be a wrangler that will be in charge of all the background actors, and you'll find them and then sign in. Yeah, that's pretty much how you would start your day there. And sometimes you would, well, yeah, sometimes they'll be serving breakfast at the place. Sometimes they don't. Um, it depends, but usually you'll be served food after a couple of hours. Um, what food it is, that completely depends on the productions side of things. But um, whether it is in the breakfast or morning, you'll be served food at some point. And then after everything is done, um, with signing up, and you would get checked up by a. So there's several different people that will check on your wardrobe, check on makeup, and anything else they need you to have beforehand, um, before going to set. And oh wait, I didn't mention yeah, your wrangler will lead you to a designated waiting area. It's kind of like a, well, I wouldn't say it's a break room, but they will lead you to an area where you'll just be waiting to be called to sit. And typically, you pretty much wait and do anything you can while you're waiting, whether it's reading a book or studying or talking. But they usually don't want you to be just too loud, though. So, um, yeah. And after you called set, you get directed by the people there, told what you need to do, whether it's sitting somewhere, standing somewhere, laughing at people's lines, or doing certain things, or running away. That's pretty much it for the day, and you'll do that several times, um, because they need different takes, and they don't usually get everything they need on the first take. And that's pretty much it. And then you'll sign out at some point. That's pretty much how a day goes. Yeah. I think I've said all I need to say. I didn't really plan on what I was saying in this video, so that kind of seems. Well, I think everything lines up perfectly. Um, yeah. So let me know if that made sense or not. Anyway, see ya.